Hello and welcome. You are watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Deepika Lingdor bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. The Schneider Electrical Foundation Corporate Social Responsibility Organization, Schneider Electric, and the Don Bosco Institute of Nepal, engaged with the poor young people of the Kathmandu Valley, have launched a Center of Excellence in Lalitpur, Nepal. To preside over the inauguration ceremony, which took place on Wednesday, 22nd September, was the Honorable Pampha Bhushal, Minister of Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation of Nepal, in the presence of the Ambassador-designate French, Honorable Gila Borbo. With the state-of-the-art equipment and facilities over the next 5 years, the center will provide professional training and skills development to about 1,000 young people in the fields of electrical systems in homes and buildings, basic automation, home automation, safety in construction operations, and drives and controls in industrial plants. During the vigil with young people at the World Youth Day, WYD, in Krakow in 2016, Pope Francis urged the boys not to confuse happiness with a sofa that helps us to be comfortable, calm, well secure, and invited them rather to put on a pair of shoes that will help you walk on roads never dreamed of or even thought of. The young Polish Salesian animators have begun to implement these words of the Pope and are preparing for WYD 2023 in Lisbon. The first phase of the journey of preparation for this WYD, the young people have traveled through monthly formation meetings. Subsequently, at the end of last month, they gathered from all over the country at the Salesian House of Cirques for 4 days of retreat. As soon as they arrived, each participant received a themed t-shirt and a songbook in which the most important object was the Polish version of the WYD 2023 hymn. The Ethnographic Museum of Don Bosco Missions, located in the Salesian Mother House of Voldoko and custodian of countless historical and cultural finds from all over the world, has organized for Saturday, October 2nd, a special day entirely dedicated to grandparents and grandchildren. At 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. on October 2nd, children and the elderly, grandchildren and grandparents will be able to take part in a free and guided tour of the museum spaces and participate in a playful visit in the space dedicated to the objects collected by Salesian missionaries in over 150 years of activity all over the world. With a particular declination, the look at the toys used by children and musical instruments. We intend to show how children played and play in other parts of the world, discover the originality but also the similarities with our toys, explained Elisabetta Gatto, anthropologist, curator of the museum. There are, for example, the terracotta dolls of the Caraja of Brazil and the toy canoe of Tierra del Fuego. We will make the objects speak. We will tell the story of some toys, some still present today with the evolution of materials. 9 new Salesian cooperators made their promise during the Mass that Father John Thompson, SDB, celebrated at Ha Seleso Maseru. After the renovation of the complex of the Mother House of the Salesians in Slovenia in Ljubljana Rakovnik area, one of the most excellent environment is the new bookshop and the shop of the Salesian publishing house Salve, built under the portico between the Shrine of Mary Health of Christians and the Salesian house Magnova Hisa. On Sunday, September 19th, with a short cultural program, the opening of the library took place in the presence of Salesians, parishioners and some guests. The new store was presented by the director of the publishing house, Father Andrei Baligak, SDB, and the architect, Mr. Matej Kotnik, while the provincial of the Salesians of Slovenia, Father Marko Kosnik, SDB, blessed the new library. At the Don Bosco Technical Institute, from 17 to 19 September, the Salesians organized a youth camp called One Talk Bosco. The event focused on the theme Signs of Hope for Renewal and saw the participation of 260 young people from 8 Christian communities of the parish Mary Health of Christians. The objectives of the program were to make known and understand the Strena 2021 of the Rector Major, moved by hope. Behold, I make all things new, become aware of social issues and be strongly convinced of the need to undertake individual and social changes, to be signs of hope in the manner of Don Bosco in one's own home, in parish, communities and at school. Don Bosco Tech India, Don Bosco Tech Africa and Don Bosco Tech ASEAN met on September 18th in digital mode to bring out ideas and proposals on how to strengthen the global umbrella under the guidance of the Dicastery for Youth Ministry. During the meeting, Father Miguel Angel Garcia Morsuende, General Counsellor for Youth Ministry, praised the directors of Don Bosco Tech for having carried out various initiatives aimed at vulnerable young people in the midst of the pandemic. The meeting was attended by Father Patrick Anthony Raj, member of the Dicastery for Youth Ministry, and the executive directors of each Don Bosco Tech, Father George Matthew, DBT India, Father Dindo Vertuk, DBT ASEAN, and Father George TJ, DBT Africa. The participants meet every 3 months to develop a common identity among all Salesian technical and vocational education and training centers and exchange and share the skills and good practices of each region. The life of a young person is realized if he guesses love and the way to love. This is the meaning of the novel Giro Yangolo e on non la vidi più, written by Don Carlos Russo SDB. The novel traces the true story of Luca and Sally, fictional names, who discover love through relationships starting from the one they have between them. A simple but enveloping story which touches on some characteristic passages of youth. This is how the two protagonists say, Luca and Sally meet when thoughts were elsewhere. In a typical moment of the progress of love, this touches them. They meet providentially, and from this meeting a love story is born, which Sally tried to repress because she had been hurt by the separation of her parents and was afraid to fall in love. It's Mom herself who pushes Sally to trust. The relationship is interrupted because of Luca, who cannot walk at Sally's pace. He is impatient and cannot respect the fragility of his girlfriend. Luca abandons Sally and loses sight of her. They will find themselves after years matured and overwhelmed by another love. They speak to each other with a reconciled heart. Salesian College Sonada hosted online the 12th Verzotto Memorial Lecture on Business Journalism by Joseph Rai on 22nd September at Kalingal Auditorium. Verzotto Memorial Lecture is an annual event in honor of Father Joseph Verzotto, a Salesian priest and a great philosopher who taught ethics, metaphysics, psychology, epistemology and Indian philosophy at Salesian College, apart from being the college librarian, counselor, postman, fundraiser and a philanthropist. He was also a biographer, literary essayist, film critique, translator and religious instructor. He died in Kolkata in 2009 at the age of 82. Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.